Hello everyone, Tamara here from English Express School. I've been successfully preparing students for the IELTS exam for more than 10 years now. And with the rise of distance learning, I've decided to create this video for general IELTS students. This is my trial project, so I'm hoping you'll find it enjoyable as well as useful. I'll provide you with all necessary information you might need to write a perfect Band 7 letter, informal letter. But if you have any questions, feel free to write them in the comment section below and I will be happy to answer them as soon as possible. Let's roll! Here is the structure of the IELTS exam. As you know, it consists of 4 papers: writing, reading, speaking and listening. In this video presentation, we'll run through the structure of the first part of the writing paper. The first part lasts 20 minutes. It is a formal or informal letter which tests your skills in successfully communicating to resolve a situation or a problem. It must be addressed to a specific person or people and follow the given plan. The word count should be about 150 words. Part number 2 takes up 40 minutes. It requires you to write at least 250 words. You will be presented with a topic and will be tested on your ability to respond by giving and justifying an opinion, summarizing details, outlining problems, identifying possible solutions, and supporting what you write with reasons, arguments, and relevant examples from your own knowledge or experience. This is the first part where we will have a look at the informal letter. Make sure to get a cup of coffee and a muffin. So, here's what you can expect from our full informal letter writing course. Firstly, we are offering you a presentation in this video with all guidelines and tips. Secondly, students of our school will get access to an exceptionally effective tool, a vocabulary booster application. It will help you memorize phrases and words essential for an informal letter writing. At the end of our video presentation, you'll get a sample task for writing your own informal letter. If you are interested in further guidance, please send it to our school email and we'll send it back to you with corrections and recommendations. Let's agree on some ground rules we'll stick to. Firstly, use a good dictionary to check all words or phrases you are not 100% sure about. It's absolutely necessary that you take responsibility for your own writing. Otherwise, at the exam, you'll have no one to correct you, and as a result, you will lose points for messy and unclear text. Secondly, make our lives easier by writing short, clear sentences. Long sentences are inappropriate in an informal letter. Thirdly, pay attention to the word count and write from 150 to 185 words, but not fewer. And the last, but not the least, this course will prepare you for Band 7 IELTS writing, so all elementary or pre-intermediate mistakes won't be corrected or discussed. Do we have a deal? Now, here's what we are going to look at in this presentation. Firstly, we will list all possible types of an informal letter. Secondly, I'll tell you what characteristics an informal letter has. Next, I'll give you a step-by-step instruction in how to analyze the exam task, find ideas for writing your letter, and choose proper vocabulary. After that, you'll get an insight into structuring and paragraphing your letter. Finally, we'll make sure that we meet all the necessary standards with our checklist. Types of informal letters. This list covers every purpose of communication with a friend. Here we have inviting someone, requesting information, apologizing or thanking a friend, asking for advice, reminding a friend about something, admitting a mistake. All these multiple purposes must be expressed by different groups of phrases. Good news, though, is that with the help of our mobile application, you will be able to easily and effectively memorize all necessary vocabulary. Features of an informal letter. Firstly, this type of letter is written in a relaxed and friendly manner, which means that you must pretend that you are actually writing it to a very good friend of yours. Your task is to make the examiner believe that it is a real letter written to a real friend. Don't be shy or too serious. Secondly, make sure to use contractions such as I'm, you're, I'd better, etc., and shorten words and abbreviations like granny, uni, SAP, cause instead of because. Next, make sure to use phrasal verbs like hang out, pick up, take up, and so on and so forth, and slang and colloquial expressions like buddy, fly off the handle, raise the roof, put your feet up, cry your eyes out, laugh your head off. Thousands of them. And finally, you must write short and simple sentences because it is an informal letter. Now, let's imagine that you are in the exam and there is a task in front of you. What you should do is take a pencil and underline all keywords that give you understanding of the purpose of writing, style, and background information. So, what should we underline here? Almost everything, really. Last month you had a holiday overseas or abroad where you stayed with friends. They have just sent you photos of your holiday. This is the background information. Now the purpose of writing and your plan. You should thank them for the photos and for the holiday. Explain why you didn't write earlier. Invite them to come and stay with you. Also, you should begin your letter as follows. Dear Tom and Julia or Adam and Mary, you should write your letter to friends, not a friend. You don't need to write up a plan because here it is. According to the task, this will be an informal letter, obviously. During the second stage of your work with the task, you need to fill this plan with content. You must generate some ideas according to the plan and lay them out logically in paragraphs. At this stage, you can take short notes right on the exam sheet with the task to save time. In the first paragraph, it would sound natural if we explained why we couldn't write earlier and thank our friends for the holiday and the photos. Here are some ideas. We can write, sorry for the delay. After I got your photos, I had to leave town on business trip and returned 3 days ago. We can also thank them. I have so many happy memories about your wonderful hospitality. You surrounded me with tasty food, amazing sights, great shopping, and so on and so forth. In the next paragraph, we invite them to our place to stay. Everything goes according to our plan. I have an idea. What if we plan a holiday and you stay with me this summer? We have great weather, we'll go sightseeing, we'll meet up with my friends, we'll see Niagara Falls, Montreal, Ottawa and Quebec. Use simple, almost stupid ideas that come first to your mind, don't overthink it. You don't get points for great ideas, you get points for completing the task, for clear paragraphing and for great English. We have looked at the task analysis and generating the content of your letter. Here comes another piece of the puzzle, choosing appropriate vocabulary. All these phrases for thanking a friend, asking for information, apologizing for not having written your letter earlier, opening and closing phrases. You don't need to waste your time at the exam inventing them. Here they are all nice and ready for you in the Memorize course created by us. Just enjoy playing this award-winning game while memorizing useful phrases with correct spelling. Structure. When you have this structure in your head, writing this type of letter becomes so much easier. To start with, write the title and a name, but no addresses. Sometimes it is specified in the task that you need to start the letter with "Dear." Then you of course use it. In other cases, you can start with "Hi." Next comes the opening, or the reason for writing. Here, we have the purpose of informing a friend, but it could be apologizing or reminding about something. In paragraphs A and B, you think up and give more detail for whatever purpose you have. Next comes closing. Remember I told you about convincing the examiner that your letter is real? So you write pleasant, friendly phrases like "How are you?", "Please write to me soon", "Give my regards to your parents", etc. After that, you sign off. "Best wishes", "Lots of love", "All the best", "Cheers", and so on and so forth. State your name at the end. Please note that examiners love linkers, such as "firstly", "next", "secondly", "besides", "finally", "aside from that", "so". And final touch, don't forget about the indent at the beginning of each part. Now your letter is perfect. Before handing our letter in, we need to make sure that it is up to standard. It covers all the points in the task and is clear and easy to read. The style is informal. Our letter is clearly paragraphed with appropriate linkers and indent. It consists of title, opening, 2 paragraphs in our case, closing, sign-off section, and our name. The word count is 165 words. We have checked the letter for grammar and spelling mistakes. Now our letter is ready to get 7 points, at least. Now it's time for you to show what you can do. Here is a typical informal letter sample task. Write your letter, send it to our school's email, and get it marked absolutely free of charge. I'm looking forward to it. That seems to be all. Thanks for watching. You can always reach us by our email below, and I'm really looking forward to your letters and comments as well. Bye-bye!